Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody.
Woohoo!
Glad to have
We're
you
coming,
here.
yay! We're coming live here in Intuitive Angel Messages, myself and William Michael Forbes. And we're super excited to be channeling the Christ Consciousness and Gaia, Mother Earth.
Yes.
So that'll be excellent. And I know that when we were first talking about channeling today, the energy wasn't coming forward. And I was saying, what's going on? Why isn't this energy coming forward? And then the angel said, you'll know when you need to know. And I was like, oh, okay. But I could tell Mother Earth was in there. I could tell it was feminine energy, but I could tell there was other energy there. And then it was probably about 4 nights ago, the Christ consciousness energy came forward and started to converse with both of us. So today, William is going to be channeling Christ consciousness, and I feel like there's going to be some new information coming through with the Christ consciousness energy for each of us. And I will be channeling Gaia, Mother Earth, and many of you have probably seen a lot of the channelings that I've had with Gaia on my YouTube channel. And yeah, so it's very exciting. So far, we have 55 people signed up for the Mediumship 101 course, which I'm super excited about. And and then, of course, we have the Mediumship 102 course, which is coming right afterwards on February 16th, which is super exciting. So if you're interested in signing up for the Mediumship 101 course, you can come to my business page, Kristen Davies page on Facebook. If you just type in
And if you
Kristen
want to
Davies
sign up,
page. Mhm.
and
Yeah.
if you want to sign up for the Mediumship 102 course, you can go to Soul Evolution page and or Intuitive Angel Messages page.
Mhm.
These are stairs in a climb that we're all making right now that I think you're all going to enjoy.
Yeah, and you can come and find us on Facebook. You can come and look us up on YouTube, and of course, on under YouTube, it's either William Michael Forbes or Kristen Davies, and you can look at the description just below the video as well. We'll have the links down below. So yes, $99 for my course starting January 15th and $99 for your course starting February 16th. If you feel like you've been channeling with your cards, you feel like you got your feet below you, sign up for William's course straight away because it's the next step, which is really cool. And okay, so we are going to be bringing in these energies, and let's just see who's going to come through first. So I'm just seeing your name pop up in my head, so it's not me.
Well, just to be for everybody to be aware, this energy, this Christ consciousness energy, is not about JC specific. It is about the Christ consciousness energy, which
Mhm.
is not individualized, it's universalized. In other words, it's something that's resident in all people on this physical plane, and that we are at a point in ascension where this energy will kick you up in energy emotionally and in your
Mhm.
feelings, and the cycle of thinking will increase. So it becomes very important to start to learn how to regulate your thinking.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm bringing this energy in right now. As you can tell, I'm transitioning through it, and it is actually coming through right now. It's
Mhm.
saying this is a time that has been yearned for many, many millions of years for the entities, the biological entities on this planet known as humans, that are striving to reach beyond the confines of their five physical senses and reach their consciousness into the divine self, expressing through form to reach a new paradigm in expression consciousness. It is only difficult if you resist what you know to be right in action, thought, and deed. It's saying very important to learn to discern between what is right and what is not right, what is good and what is not good. There are things for your body, things for your mind, and things for your relationships that are important to understand in order that you facilitate higher frequencies coming into your system and activating your chakras and bringing you into a state of expanded awareness and into union with that which you are already in union with, but wish to be conscious of. So be patient with yourself, be persistent, it says. Be very persistent, but patient. It's saying hurried slowly, hurry slowly. And it's a very powerful energy. It's not, I can feel it connecting from my heart to everything and everyone that's around me right now. So I'm really physically having to stay centered because my body wants to vibrate very rapidly. You will notice when this energy is entering your system because you will feel like almost like tremors throughout your body. Your whole nervous system, every cell and molecule of your body will react and respond to its presence, becoming conscious in your system. And for those of you that are feeling that energy right now coming into your bodies, breathe it in. Don't question it. Allow that vibratory energy to enter into your system. Breathe it down right to your toes, and then breathe it back up again. And it will fill you through your chakras. And just stay present with the flow of the energy coming in and the flow of the energy of yourself going up. Because it is both a descending and an ascending simultaneously. And almost like a flip, but not a flip. So be very gentle with yourself and mindful. Humanity as a whole is attempting to make this leap together. Humanity as a whole is attempting to make this leap together. The attempt will become an action of doing each time a person owns and connects to the oneness of that which is Christ consciousness. I'm going to pause now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move this over.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a lot of energy in my chest and in my solar plexus. Ooh.
Yeah.
I just hear the earth saying it's my turn. The earth is saying there will come a time when the Christ consciousness energy will be here in all of its glory. And I am so looking forward to this time or this date, which is occurring very soon. Ooh, wow. She's saying that all of us here upon her back, she loves us eternally, forevermore. There are no words that can describe how much she loves us and cares for us, including the animals in which we are consuming. She says, you know what I speak of, and you know what I will be saying next. She says she would like us to please put forth the energy and the effort to eat other sources of protein other than animal flesh. Okay, so that is what the earth is asking of us. Okay, William, it's back over to you now.
The unity of the Christ and the form with Gaia and itself is always complete. The mother will nurture the forms as best as she can, but you must allow the higher energies of the Christ energy self to come into you. Mm-hmm. That will align you to the consciousness of Gaia so that your purpose and hers will harmonize in the movement of the ascension and the manifestation of the new earth. The key is allowing the energy to come in, but also the responsibility of taking the right actions to support both of these energies, the Mother and the Christ, to support both of these energies, because they will come through you as air, as food, as water, as energy, as inspiration. Allowing.
The earth is saying there will be a time when each of you will care and love yourselves much more so than you currently do now, including the animals on the planet. And she's really looking forward to this time coming. It's going to be gradual. It's like what you said, William, where it's going to be gradual, but a lot of steps within this gradual progression. Yep. So a lot is going to unfold, but gradually.
It's funny that there's that allowing process that the Christ energy is talking about, this, being able to allow, but at the same time be responsible for our actions, and for our non-actions. I'm getting for our non-actions as well, because sometimes not doing anything is also yeah. And the love element that you were just the guy was just saying, the love element of Gaia is very important to recognize that everything that you receive here in food and water and air is a gift of the Mother, of Gaia. She's the manifester of your physical form, and the Christ energy is the manifestation of your physical consciousness.
She wants us to love ourselves.
Yeah.
And part of loving yourself is treating your vessel, your body, with respect and care and love, and also treating the other animals that surround you with that same love and care. And she's just, I don't know if anybody feels this, but she's just washing us all over with her love. And she loves us eternally, forevermore. She says, look how far we've come with you upon my back, circulating in different bodies, coming in and out on my back over the centuries. I haven't given up, and I will never give up, loving each of you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can really feel the intensity of that love in my heart, in my physical heart, just filling me right up.
She says, similar or like a mother's love for a child. Okay, and so she's saying back to William.
The Christ energy is far more male in my experience of it than is Gaia, where Gaia, I want to just feel like I'm being held and loved by her, and I can feel that. If I go into it, it's just like, you know, like it's hard to describe, but just love.
Up
Whereas
against, the Christ feels masculine next to the feminine energy of the earth. Yeah,
and it's more like here's the energy you need to do and to manifest and support and nurture the life that's all around you. And when you realize that the energy of the Christ is inseparable from all that is, then you will be become very mindful about how you will choose to regard any other part of matter that you exist in. Even with your thoughts, which affect matter, you will become very, very mindful of those thoughts, and very mindful as Your mother has said, mindful of all the creatures that live here with you as my children, they too deserve the respect, the love, and the dignity that you too would so love to receive from everyone around you as well. It's important, it says, to become the example you would wish to be seeing in the world, and to not place so much expectation on the world being that example for you, but being the example that you wish to see. It stresses that. Be the example you wish to see in the world. Whether it's a bird or an ant or a friend or a family, be the way you know that is right to be with all things, especially in your own mind. In your own mind, it says, is how you are in this world. Start there. Look at your thoughts. Be willing to correct your thoughts. Make them thoughts of love and light, compassion. Be careful that your senses don't seduce you into the pleasures of form, which are what cause one to, saying, suckle from the mother, to take from the mother, when you get caught up in just the pleasure of what your senses experience. You then take, you don't give. So learn to give more and take less. And he's saying, Mother, please speak.
Ooh, okay, just give me a second here. She says, I would like to speak frankly with each of you about the cleanup upon my back. It ties in with whether you take action steps or you purposely ignore and do not take action steps. You are all accountable. She wants to see more of us going out, cleaning up the garbage off her back, going and cleaning out the garbage out of the ocean. Stop using shampoos and hand soaps and body washes, makeup products that are not good for your environment, the environment, her back. Just like it's important as to what you put in your body to fuel your body, it's also very important as to what you put on your body, what products you use. Start making this transition, please. She's doing this. This is why I'm doing this. Start making this transition out with the toxic, non-environmental products, please, now. Okay. She says she's ready to take questions. I'm going to be just taking the first few questions here from online. I've had some questions sent to me quite a long time ago, and I've saved them in order to ask Gaia these questions. Okay. Could you ask Gaia about population growth and if such a thing as a maximum carrying capacity exists? I just hear Gaia laughing, just with ease, like there's no concern. But now I'm going to listen as to what Gaia would like to say about that. No, the answer is no. She says, in truth, she could carry a lot more capacity upon her back. A lot more. She's like showing me different parts of her back, different parts of the world where there are no people at all. She says, here in Canada, because this is what I say. So she's just putting that in my head. I've often said, you could just walk out into the forest and you'd never be seen again. I mean, maybe they pull out some helicopters and, heat sensors, but would they find you? I don't know. That's pretty questionable because you can just head on out and never be seen again. You could just head on out and you would never see people again. So there's a lot of places upon her back that there's not any capacity. There's no people. So she's not concerned at all about that, is what she's saying. Okay, and the next question is, should we limit population growth, or is that something not to worry about? No, no, no. We don't need to limit population growth. In fact, there are many souls awaiting to arrival here upon her back, and many women on the globe, including me, are getting this nudge, a real good nudge to give birth. And so they want pregnancies to happen. Gaia, the angels, these souls that are waiting to come, these are very high vibrational souls. Gaia says they are the new little seedlings to be planted here on Earth. They're extremely high vibrational. And they are specifically choosing high vibrational parents and families to incarnate with or come through into that family unit. How wonderful. So Gaia says, mark my words, there are going to be many, many pregnancies to come. She wants to talk about briefly the women that have had troubles getting pregnant. Fret not, okay? You can actually call the earth in to help you, and you can call on your angels, and you can ask for help, okay? And for some of you that have not been able to get pregnant yet, it wasn't the right time, okay? So it's divine timing is at play. So when it's the right time, it will happen. And please call on the earth to help you, and she will come and help you, and your team of angels will come and help you. She's talking about fertility specialists on the other side. So are these angels? Yes. Okay. So there are angels you can call upon. And in fact, as soon as you ask your team of angels and you ask the earth, she's going to help you. And then these fertility specialist angels will come and assist you. That's new to me, guys. How cool is that?
I'm getting a big yes about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have music angels. We have abundance angels. Why wouldn't we have fertility angels? Why not? Okay. How will the population growth run in the next 50 to 200 years? The earth goes like this. More are coming. Okay. And she wants more to come, because they will be the seedlings that will populate the earth with bright light upon her back. And it's really important that these souls gain entry into this experience upon her back. Thank you, Kristen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and okay. So how will the demographic change in Western, how will the demographic Western countries change in the future? Okay, so I'll just leave that open to her to answer in any which way she wants. increasingly high vibrational, raising and lifting in vibration. This is the location in which there will be monumental growth in light, raising of vibration, lifting up of vibration. And she's saying that this will be the starting point for the entire planet. And for many, many years, it will be the Western countries that have a lot of light, but this will permeate and spread out across the globe over many, many years to come. What are we talking about? 50 years or hundreds of years? Okay. And she's also saying that there will be temples or places for us to go to connect with the light, to connect with source, to connect with God, to connect with light and love, whatever you omnipresent being or universal oneness, however which way you want to word that. However, most of us will be connecting individually within as the Christ consciousness returns that energy, that stream of energy upon my back, and also this brilliant white light that is coming in waves, permeating everything here. And we will be able to connect with this source, this light, this love within each of us. And what a beautiful, wonderful time this will be, she says.
I'm getting this image too of like Mother Earth is like a giant ovum and the Christ energy is like a sperm. This is the image that's coming to me, that the two come together to create something
together,
greater together.
Paradise.
It's important to recognize that, yes, to that higher level of consciousness and awareness and beingness that doesn't just consume for the sake of consuming, but knows what it needs.
And we can start working on creating that paradise on the globe as far as cleaning up her back, helping by not buying certain products. You know, every change that we make individually is what's going to affect the collective. And paradise starts right here within each of us. That's where it will be. It will be within each of us. We will create it within and then spread it out.
The energy that's coming into me right now is saying, if you were to walk around your home right now, if you were to walk around your home right now and take out everything that you really did not use or needed, you would not only have more space in your home, but you would be rid of anything that does not serve you during this time. About saying up to 50% of what people have in their homes, they do not need or use. 50%.
Yep.
Pretty amazing.
I totally believe that. Anybody that knows me, like you and Norma came to visit with Ilame, you guys know that I'm pretty minimalistic. But though I've met many people here where I live that are more minimalistic than me. But, you know, there's certain things that I will put money into or purchase because it's needed. But otherwise, it's what I need, not what I want.
Yes.
And if I don't use something within a certain time, like a year, I'll go and give it to someone for free. Even the food that I don't eat, if I don't get to it and I don't eat it, I give it to my neighbor. She knows. She comes and she goes, oh, Kristen's been here. So whatever you're not using, give it to someone. Help others around you.
Yes, there's people on the streets that can eat it even.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, in fact, for a while, the neighbor that I had previous, we were both putting free items out on the street that we weren't using. And there was a homeless person that came by one day and said that they really appreciated us doing that because that was one of the streets that they purposely checked because the items that we were giving away for free really greatly helped them.
Right.
We actually had 2 times where a person came by and said that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's nice to be able to do that and have things to give like that to people.
Yeah. Whatever you're not using. We have so much stuff we're not using.
Yep.
Just give it to someone that could use it. Even in the wintertime, you look at all the homeless people out there, bring them some nice heavy duty socks and some underwear.
Yep.
Bring the women some tampons and pads. I bet they would need that greatly. Just start giving and helping, because that is really what the Christ consciousness energy is, isn't it? It's about inclusive, helping others and giving and helping. Yeah.
And it does not run out of what it is. It continually gives. Yeah. Just like the mother. The father gives equally, right?
Yeah. And often I'll say, if you want abundance in your life, try not to cling on to what you have, okay? And then you're going to block the stream of that abundance. So obviously you have to make sure certain things get taken care of. But if you have certain things that you're not using anymore, or when you're spending that money, picture in your mind the money coming right back into your bank account and coming right back up. And the how isn't up to you. The how is up to your team and your higher self and the energy around you. So you having abundant thoughts creates more abundance. So don't stifle the stream by holding on to. Spend what you feel like you treat yourself when you feel that desire to treat yourself. Okay?
Yeah. Trying to control the how is like standing under Niagara Falls and hoping to catch all the water in your hands. It's impossible.
Totally. Isn't true?
You can't.
The how isn't up to us.
Yeah.
We've asked.
It's not up to us.
And we know, we trust and have faith, and then we let go, and the how isn't up to us. Okay? So, are there any questions for the Christ consciousness? I'll have a look down here and have a look. Yes, one person here is saying that, they've had the experience of living on the street and being homeless, and they really appreciated toilet paper, like good toilet paper. I bet, we take these things for granted. We just have them, but there's a lot of people that don't have this. So go and help them.
Yes.
And even if you're feeling awkward and uncomfortable, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you'll soon know what you're doing, because you'll be doing it often. Get out there and start helping.
Go where you think there's fear, because where your fear is, there is growth, right?
Amen to that.
Yep.
If we sat in our stagnancy, in our comfort zone for the rest of our life, where would we go? Where would we be in 5-10 years? So put yourself into uncomfortable situations, face the fear, and do it anyways.
Yes.
Okay, so here's a question. Has his team arrived in full force?
I'm sorry, that's for the Christ consciousness?
Yeah, well, this person I think is probably asking Jesus. However, the Christ consciousness energy, is coming. Is it here in full force yet? Is the Christ consciousness energy here in full?
It's just saying absolutely there is a complete complement of everything that is needed and required at this time for the human ascension process. Allow yourself to engage it. If you want to tap into this Christ energy personally, it says move your awareness just above your head and be there out of your thoughts, and you'll feel the energy come through. But that will allow it to come through. It's everywhere at all times. We are all here with you now. All of us in the Christ energy are here now to facilitate this. And you are in it too. You just need to accept that awareness of that self that is you. So yes, it is all here for you right now. Just receive.
It's just being aware of it, right? So instead of being like this, when we are picturing this Christ consciousness energy above us, because that's where it's coming for me, right straight through the top of the head. I see gold. Is that the color that everyone should just see, gold? And then as soon as you start to just energetically pull the gold down through the center of your body, there you go. You're pulling the Christ consciousness energy in. I love pulling in white light. Oh, does that feel good? Start practicing doing that.
Golds, whites, yellows, the higher frequencies, ultraviolet, indigo.
Oh yeah, violet.
Higher frequencies of blues, and bringing them in, allowing them.
It's whatever you're gravitating to in the moment. So if you're just relaxing your mind, like you're daydreaming, and you see white, go with white. If you feel pulled to the gold, go with the gold. Whatever you're going to be pulling in through the top of your head, it will be high vibrational. Your intention is high vibrational streams of consciousness.
It also says do not be attached to the color, but connect also to the feeling. The feeling that's coming in, because the color can be interpreted one way, but the feeling is universal. The Christ is a universal feeling that can be interpreted according to your mechanism.
Love it. Which other ascended masters are in the Christ Consciousness Collective aside from Jesus?
Well, Saint Germain. Gabriel. Michael. I'm hearing David. Martin? Something?
Martin Luther King?
Possibly. No, I don't think so. Maven, M-A-V-E-N. Mary Magdalene, Joan of Arc, Cleopatra, Isis.
Cool. Very cool.
And there's many others. These are all beings that are present and available at all times if you call on them.
Boy, it's really peaceful.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's very, very, very peaceful and quiet. It's very quiet and peaceful. It's like us talking about these ascended masters is creating this energy around us. It's incredible. Yeah. Right here.
It's funny because the fire engines came when you mentioned the presence of the peace, because I could feel that peace too.
Yeah, I heard the.
They were reaffirming the peace is what you are tuning into. Exactly is what is present right now. The peace.
At any given moment, you can tune into the chaos and the low vibrational frequency in the world, or you can tune into this high vibrational frequency that's here and the peace and the high vibrational things in the world. Okay, if we had a news channel that was going to talk about all the positive things in the world, I guarantee you that there would be way more things to be brought to the table than there are low vibrational things in this world.
Yeah. And you're going to start seeing more and more of that as the ascension energy becomes more permeated in human consciousness. You'll see more shows like that emerging, more love-based shows, more ascension-based shows, more wisdom-based shows, and good news shows.
Yeah. Show and programs that make you feel good and where you learn some different things and information. And then of course you feel if it resonates with you, right? You're always feeling if that person's words that they're speaking resonate with you, if that message through that book resonates with you, if that person's speaking through a YouTube video, does it resonate with you? If someone's feeling tingling here, does that mean that they're well on their way then? That's the next question.
Yeah. Tingling is definitely a sensation. Yes, absolutely. I believe it was mentioned earlier.
Chakra.
Yeah.
Is it feeling open? Is it tingling? Are you getting pressure?
Yeah. Is it rotating?
Yeah, swirling.
Sometimes it's a buzz around your whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to feel like
Yeah, I
it's
get it.
buzzing.
I get it. Like my hands will do this
Yeah, it's like,
sometimes.
yeah. Okay. The Christ consciousness and Gaia growing is in correlation with us growing. So as they build up their momentum, and yeah, I'm getting a big yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So they're
It's mutually cooperative. The energy coming in has to also be allowed in order for it to have a place to flow to. So the allowing on your part, on your behalf, to be willing to allow the energies of Gaia and the Christ consciousness energy to come into you, to be received by you, is what's going to allow it to flow even more and amplify it even greater.
So as we raise in vibrational frequency and we start to feel better, we start to have more high vibrational thoughts, we start to eat more high vibrational foods,
Yep.
we choose to focus on high vibrational content. As we raise in vibration, we can then have a place for this energy to anchor. But if we are
Yes.
entrenched, focus on the chaos, focus on the low vibrational energy, I'm sure this energy will still be able to help us, but it's not going to be able to come in as easily because we are focused on the low vibrational and our vibration is lower. So which one do you want? And that's what I say in any given moment throughout the day when you're paying attention to your thoughts. Do you really want that? Do you want to manifest that? Is that what you really want in your life? I ask myself the same thing on time to time throughout the day. So let's see where are we?
Yeah, every thought is a vibration. Every thought emanates a vibration that's like the thought itself.
And another person's sensing the immense peace and love as well here. Another person is experiencing goosebumps all over their body. Another person is experiencing their entire crown tingling. That's how I knew that Christ consciousness was coming to visit me, is the whole top of my head was like, wow.
It says every time you allow yourself to become conscious and allow yourself to experience, it says you are saying yes, you will become that which you give attention to. That energy, allow it in further, breathe it in. You can breathe it in more. Ask for more of it, ask for more of it, ask for more of it.
Another person is saying, this world is amazing if only we look.
Yes.
So it is. What are you putting your attention and your focus to? Because the more you place your attention and your focus on that thought or that direction, the more you will create that energy, that vibrational frequency. So just shift it. It doesn't take much to just turn your head, does it?
No.
Move in another direction.
You can also even with sounds, you can make certain sounds that can resonate on that frequency. If you have trouble getting thoughts, you can make sounds with your body that will resonate with that energy too, like different toning sounds and chanting or drumming or anything rhythmical that will sync you up to higher frequencies, or other ways if you're caught up in this at all. But if you're not caught up in this, your thoughts will do it. But it's anything rhythmical and flowing with it, like woo, certain sounds and feelings that
It'll
just
clear the energy too.
Allow it in. Yes, ringing bells, drumming, and ancient cultures knew that for thousands of years.
Yeah, crystal bowls are wonderful. So this person's asking, is the path I am going toward the purpose for me to lift the vibration for myself and guide others? What would you say to someone who's asking that?
I would say is that if that is the path of your choosing, then the destination is going to be on that path as its destination, but it won't be the final place. But if that is your choice, that's what it will be.
If you're feeling that pull in that direction, go. Yeah. Don't even think about it. If it feels right and you're feeling that pull, go. If you're not feeling the pull and it's kind of flat, don't go.
Yep.
And if you're
definite signals,
pulled back tight, maybe a little bit of nausea, and it's like, don't go. Okay. Wow, a lot of people are experiencing this energy right now. My entire body is vibrating. My heart space is
Yeah,
filled with love.
me too.
Okay, here we
My
go.
body, as you notice, most of the time my head's been going up and down. It's because I just keep saying yes, 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 yes. Right?
Is the 144,000 light workers on the planet a concept within the Christ Consciousness Collective or just a metaphor?
That's a great question. And he's immediately
Great question.
responding with, yeah, yes, that is a number that was chosen as a primary mathematical formula for creating an expansion of energy that would allow the human consciousness to break out of an old mold problem. But the number, by old mold, it means old mindsets. But the number is now expanding to double and square and cube of that number because we've broken the old pattern, and the new pattern now includes many, many more than 144,000. That was the initiating line during the what you call harmonic convergence. That was the number that made the shift and opened up the ascension gates for all humanity.
There's going to be a lot more awakening, a lot more.
Yes, yes.
And they are a coming.
Yep. And we're talking millions now. We're not talking 144,000. We're talking millions waking now. Millions awakening, he's saying, over and over. Millions and millions.
I'm hearing 1 billion is going to start awakening. And I've been hearing that for a year. I've asked how many will awaken by the time I end my life experience here. And they say 2.6 billion. So that's a pretty good number out of what do we have on the planet? 7 billion. So that's why they're so excited, because there's a large percentage of us awakening on the globe.
Yeah, that sounds like about 33%.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
33.
Yeah.
And I'm just seeing if there's any other questions here. If anybody wants to pop up a question. I know that one person is asking about extreme pain in their mouth and if it's connected to their spiritual growth.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That could be multiples. Let's just see.
Let your pain speak. Let it hear what it says. You're not hearing something that's trying to be spoken to you.
I'm getting that there is growth that is occurring from this. That's why many souls come to Earth, in order to learn and grow in a place that many often joke a place of hard knocks. Okay, so there is a lot that you're learning. Self-care, self-love, what you're consuming, what you're putting into your mouth, putting into your body. It has to change due to this. Yeah, it's similar to like what I experienced 2 summers ago when I became unwell again. So I got an autoimmune response because my large intestine was removed, and I kept going on my way, treating my body like a garbage can. The autoimmune response could no longer be in the large intestine because that was removed when I had colitis. So that was surgically removed. So then I got inflammation down the back of my throat, esophagus, stomach, spleen, big time spleen, and a little bit down my small intestine. So I got a real good lesson in self-love and self-care. And was I happy doing it? No. Was I happy changing my diet? No. But ultimately, I shifted and I moved in a different direction. It was a big course correction. How can you walk this path if you're treating your body like a garbage can with alcohol and Coca-Cola and sugary treats? And I mean, the amount of butter I was consuming, I had a love affair with butter. But the body and your energy does not love butter. And that's the truth. Nope.
Yeah, bad eating habits are usually a result of wanting your senses to feel a certain way for you because there's other things that you need to do that aren't as comfortable to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's important to do the things that are sometimes uncomfortable. It benefits you in the long run.
And sometimes you don't want to face the energies in this world. You don't want to be here because of the density. So you think by consuming certain things, you can numb certain things. And you can do that. You could do that for the rest of your life if you wanted to, if you didn't want to really be present here. Um, but ultimately, as this light is anchoring here, it's going to become very difficult to continue treating your body like that. I can't touch meat anymore. If I touch meat, I get very nauseous. I tried to have a piece of cake with whipped cream the other night. Couldn't do that. Body kicked it out, got super nauseous, felt terrible. So, P.S. Ascension is not for the faint of heart, although in the end, when it's all said and done, I'm a lot happier. So, we will move
And
in
this
this
stuff,
direction.
and this clear stuff, very important. Drink lots and lots of water because as your vibratory frequency raises up, your system begins to metabolize very differently. So water is really, really important too.
Spring water. Even my
Yeah.
team says don't even use the tap water to boil your stuff in.
Yeah.
And they're
Put more
on
spring
me
in your step.
every single time I go
Yeah.
to use the tap water. Oh, yeah.
You want to have a spring in your step.
Yep. Unless you've got a spring that's coming through your household, through your shower, through your taps. Like in
Right.
Mount Shasta, when I went to go visit there, I'm like, it's coming through the taps. This is amazing. I couldn't believe how amazing it was. And all the locals were really happy and they knew this. And I'm like, this water is incredible. And I was showering in it. It was incredible.
Real water.
Real water
Mm.
with a lot of minerals
Wow.
and all the essentials that we need from the earth, direct from the earth. Spring water. Okay, so how many have awakened so far on the planet?
The number that's coming to my mind are millions have awakened, and millions more are awakening. Millions and millions more are awakening.
Mm-hmm.
But millions are awakened, and millions more are awakening.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I remember the very first time I ever felt this Christ energy was many years ago, where it literally I went into it 100% and became aware of my connection to all things simultaneously, and you will actually get to the place where you cannot deny that you are one with all that is around you. You cannot, you wouldn't want to operate any other differently, other than recognize that it's all you. It's all you.
And that's what we're all moving towards. Instead of separation and being separate from, we're coming into collectively as a whole, coming together and seeing that you are a part of everything and everyone around you. And many of us are like, ooh, I wouldn't want to be a part of a lot of the things around me. But as things shift and raise in vibration, you know, you will emanate this light like a star.
Mm-hmm.
Light. Spread the light.
Yes.
As you awaken.
You are the light.
You are the light. You will impact everything around you. Okay, so here's a question for you. In what way can I best utilize my gifts to bring income to my family, both currently and in the future? Let's see here.
Give value to them for starters. Put a value on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I'm going to speak about this now about as a light worker, a lot feel as though they're going to do the work by donation. A lot feel as though they'll do the work for free. And I would say that the light working that you do is energy given, and there needs to be an energy exchange.
Absolutely.
So whether that is an exchange of services, or an exchange of time, or an exchange of money, or an exchange of a gift, maybe something needed for that person and you purchase something. But it's really important to value what you are doing, and it's really important to value accordingly and have that energy exchange. There were times where I was giving my services in small increments for free, and people, I found they weren't valuing it in the same way. And then also taking. So there needs to be a mutual exchange of energy and valuing of the work exchange. It's really important. You look a lot of the individuals, the amount of time and energy and money spent on going and getting trained, say for angelic Reiki healing or QHHT sessions. Okay, that needs to be honored.
Yeah.
All right. And it's important for us to honor ourselves and know that we can bring what we know we can bring to the table for each person. So how do you know when you're awakened, William? That's the next question.
That's a great. You'll know when you're awake. It's actually better to say you'll know when you're awakening, because you'll start to become more aware of consciously saying, no, I don't want to think that way anymore, or I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to be this way. You start to know you're awakened because you're making conscious choices. Mm-hmm. You're taking conscious actions. Yeah. You're identifying what you know to be right. And as you do that, you do awaken more and more and more, because now you're aligning yourself to the ideas and beliefs that sustain who you are in your heart. Mm-hmm. So it's a feeling. When you do something that is right for you, you'll feel it. Yeah. And your body feels it, and you'll start thinking and doing things. That's really when you start to know, because your thoughts become conscious, your mind becomes quiet, your choices are coming from a place of love and not from a place of fear. Mm-hmm. And when you're consciously coming from love and not fear, that's when you're truly awakened, if we could use that term. But there's no specific line of demarcation. Everybody is at their point. But you know when you start to be conscious. Yeah, when you know you're conscious.
When every person is on their own unique path, okay? I can kind of gauge where I am based on where others are, and others can gauge where I am. In the very beginning stages of awakening, the pattern I'm noticing when people come to me for readings is they have a nudge to come to me for a reading. Yeah. They're curious. They're curious about spiritual things and topics that they once weren't curious about. They're curious about learning maybe how to channel or using angel cards. They're curious about maybe starting a new diet or new foods coming in to their body. They are reading material and watching videos that they once weren't watching before. They also, the other thing I've noticed is they kind of hide out in their home and they don't want to be around people as much as they are starting to awaken. Yeah. Because you don't really care to be around others' lower vibrational frequency. Your friendships change. Your family members may change as to who is in your life. You are accepting of certain things that you once weren't, and you're not accepting of certain things that you once were accepting of. So a lot of things, certain behavior, you used to tolerate how this friend used to be, and now this is going to change. A lot of things change.
Yeah.
You may need to rest more.
Yep.
Sleep
Everything
more.
You said is true.
Yeah. Your diet will change. You may start experiencing different ascension symptoms like itchy hot pockets. You might be experiencing more anxiety. You might be getting a lot of energy coming in through these main chakra centers, your crown, your heart, your solar.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that start to change. And just remember this, you are moving on a path where it is extremely high vibrational and just better. So even though you have all these changes that may be bumpy, just remember that it will smooth out. So is there any great news from the Christ Consciousness for 2019? I think we'll cap it at that last question. Oh, and the Earth would like to chime in on that too. Okay.
Well, it's saying the great news, and it's giving me air quotes. The great news is that we are awakening. We are all awakening. All awakening. In 2019, many people all over the world are going to awaken. The diminishment in wars and conflicts will become very obvious. It's saying the desire to fix the earth will get much more attention than ever before. So be engaged, saying be engaged in helping, be engaged in doing what is right. 2019 is a year of great excitement and love and openness. Consciousness being opened, more people will receive it. Yeah.
The earth is saying, she just cracks me up sometimes, you guys. You know, she has a bit of a humor. She goes, yeah, what William said and so much more. So I'm just seeing if she wants to add to that. She's just cracking one. Raising a vibrational frequency within me and upon my back and throughout each of you. A cleaner environment in which to evolve and grow in on the earth upon her back. For many of you, awakening may be bumpy and hard and difficult at times. But remember these words. This is the path you want to be on. Mark my words when I say this is the path that you want to be on. Thank you.
Wow.
That's how she said it. That's how I'm delivering it.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Well, have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. And if you'd like to sign up for the Mediumship 101 or 102 course, contact us with the details in the description box below the video. And again, I will be coming live with Ashley, and we will be channeling Callie tomorrow. So I am going to get ready to heat up. Light that lighter with Callie.
Yeah, the 101, all the symptoms of ascension that Kristen was talking about a moment before, you'll get a very clear understanding and knowledge and awareness of them through Kristen's 101 medium course. It will really plug into that. So I urge you to consider taking that course. It'd be really good for you. And
it's gonna be fun.
Tomorrow's gonna be crazy and amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Callie's coming.
We'll see you tomorrow then.
She's going to have some things to say to the women on the planet, so stay tuned to that. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful Sunday.
God bless everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.